What? Jeez. Oh, it came out of nowhere. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Processing. I don't know how to feel. Hey, guys. I'm ExactlyOneSasquatch, and I have never watched anime.
Why?
I know, I'm sorry. I never got around to it. It was never part of my repertoire, never made a habit of it. But hey, we're slowly changing that as we continue through Attack on Titan. Now, if you'd like to get an idea of some of the media I've consumed up to this point in my life, I'm going to put a link down in the description where you can see a list of the notable shows and movies that I have and haven't watched up to this point, just so you can get an idea of where I'm coming from, having never seen anime. Also, thanks so much to you guys for commenting and letting me know how much you guys love this show. It's been awesome to be a part of and watch, and you guys have all been so nice and welcoming me into this world. So I just want to say thank you. By the way, this video is sponsored by the like button. Lets me know you guys love the video and it helps out the channel a bunch. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Okay, so last episode, we had jumped a big amount of time from all the chaos and the destruction that happened in Shiganshina and the Titan that broke through the wall. And after that 250,000 people that attempted to repair Wall Maria and all of them had died, that gave their three characters that we know, Eren, Armin, and Mikasa, all the motivation to join the Cadet Corps in about the year 847. So last episode, we started watching that process unfold, how the Cadet Corps kind of works and functions, the drill sergeant Keith Sadies, how he was tearing down and trying to rebuild his cadet members from their corps. There seemed to be a lot of respect given to the people who had witnessed firsthand the destruction of the Titans when they came in and destroyed their homes. We had met a bunch of different characters from a bunch of different locations. The two people that I think are probably the most important that we had met were Reiner and Berthold, and they were from a small village and they didn't get notified of the Titan invasion until it was too late and the Titans were upon their town, their village, and just destroyed everything. Berthold seemed more afraid after witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Titans, and Reiner seemed more motivated, kind of similar to Eren, to either take revenge or try to retake his home that had been taken by the Titans. We met Potato Girl. Potato Girl was funny. And the whole kind of overall point and struggle of the episode was the cadets were learning and working on the fundamental basics of their omnidirectional mobility gear, where they had to work on balancing and suspending themselves in that apparatus, because that's step one before being able to what seems like fly around and, you know, connect cables to places and zoom to try to take out the Titans. However, Eren seemed to have the most difficulty with this out of pretty much anyone. Didn't seem like he had a lot of natural ability for it, though he had all the motivation in the world and all the passion and all the heart. He just couldn't seem to get this down. So he went from person to person to person, working as hard as he could to try to practice so that he wouldn't fail out of the Cadet Corps and then be subjugated to farming for the rest of his life and not being able to be a soldier. So after absolutely working his butt off, we get to the end where he's going to prove his ability to keep himself suspended, and he's doing it. He was doing it pretty well for a while, and then he eventually failed and it flipped over, and everyone was like, oh no, he failed. But then it turned out he happened to be using a defective belt apparatus, so then when they gave him the normal effective one, all of a sudden he could do it. And people in the crowd were actually pretty impressed that given his defective belt, he seemed able to suspend himself for at least a short while anyway, with some equipment that didn't even work. So maybe we'll see this episode that Eren actually is pretty naturally gifted and he has the passion on top of it. So we also saw what seems to be either some kind of like really close friendship or relationship between Mikasa and Eren. We'll see maybe if that's going to develop more, and I'm going to guess that we're going to see some further advancements into learning the strategies of what you can do with this omnidirectional stuff. I'm going to guess we're still not going to run into or see any Titans for a couple episodes. Another thing that we had learned was that that Titan that blew through the south side of Wall Maria, they called the Armored Titan, and apparently that type of Titan is new to humanity. I guess they had never seen it before. And the one that broke through the walls of Shiganshina was the Colossal Titan. I don't know where they went, or if they're still out there, or if a Colossal Titan and an Armored Titan there then could be multiple of that breed, or if those are just individuals. Sure, we'll see. So anyway, today we're going to be watching Attack on Titan, Season 1, Episode 4, Night of the Graduation Ceremony, Humanity Rises Again, Part 2. So let's go. Okay, Okay, so overall, 20% of the total human race was perished, but I believe it was half of what was in Wall Rose died, and I'm sure what was inside of Wall Cena was fine. Also, we had learned that there's a king of the region. That's interesting. I wonder if we'll eventually see the inside of Wall Cena and what goes on in the inner workings of the government there. I'm sure it's loads of affluence and maybe even corruption. I don't know. I have goosebumps if you didn't see from the theme song. I also wonder if this omnidirectional mobility gear technology is old or if it's new. Because if it's new, maybe they can take out, you know, Titans and stuff. But if it's old, maybe you can come up with some new stuff. Year 850. Wait, did we just jump through all the training? That was 3 years already. Wow, okay. We just jumped straight to the end. So they're just gonna probably then be full-on soldiers. Dude, anything can happen. Maybe we are gonna see Titans right away. Maybe they're gonna go on missions, you know? What? Wow, we're getting right to the action. Come on, Armin. Yeah, Rainer. Oh, that's his first name, Rainer Braun. That's what I would have guessed. That's what I would have guessed of Rainer based on what I've seen of him last episode. Built like a daffodil, but academically brilliant. Okay, so maybe Armin's gonna be our guy in the chair. Maybe he's gonna be the guy in the chair. This is cool. We're probably gonna get a little more background on all these different characters. Let's see how good Eren is. Let's see how he is now that we're a couple years into it. Gifted with a sword. Not exactly play well with others. Okay. Berthold Hoover. Okay, so that's his first name. I'm curious, what are they going to say about him? Are they going to say he's a scaredy cat? Heaps of native talent, but too mild-mannered. Yep, okay. Now, Jean Kirsten, or Kirstein, he was the one that wanted to be the police on the inside, right? Head of the class. Interesting. Wouldn't have guessed that. Also an insufferable smartass with a hair-trigger temper. Okay. So he is actually pretty good, but... Is that Potato Girl? Yeah, Sasha. Oh, that's Connie Springer. Okay. Agile on the switchbacks, but a few sandwiches shy of a picnic. I don't know what that means at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Last name. Mikasa is a last name. Ackerman. Now, I'm curious to see what they say about her, because I don't get her. Here's what I would say. Quiet and reserved. Lots of talent and strength. That's all I know about her. Okay, but... In fact, it's no overstatement to call the girl a genius. Is there a but? Nope. She's just awesome. Eren Yeager. Alright, here's what we're curious about for Eren. Do they say he has good natural ability because we saw that he was able to suspend himself with malfunctioning gear? Or is it simply his sheer will and hard work that makes him an effective soldier? Like, I'm curious what they're going to say. Alright, I mean, I agree. He is driven by a sense of purpose that's almost terrifying. I like characters like that are not naturally gifted. They have to work for everything that they want, but they have that drive and that thing in them that just refuses to be denied. I like this, that this is the main character. This could be a pretty good show, you know? I don't know. I also like that little introduction. I feel like I needed it. Training doesn't make sense. That's true. Got him. Is that just her eyes, or does she have like, is her eye injured or something? That was the fastest transition. That was like, if you ever watch Family Guy, the speed with which they fall is hilarious. It's like 2 frames. It's like they're up and then they're down. That was literally that. Here I come. Aww. She seems jaded. Now, it's also interesting that she says the top 10 go to the interior, which is what I would guess most people want and have the motivation to do, because most people don't want to actually fight the Titans. They want to be safe inside the interior. But that's not what Eren wants to do. He doesn't have to finish in the top 10. He wants to be part of, like, the scout regiment and stuff, which is right on the front lines, the most dangerous job out there. Interesting. I'm assuming she's saying that the better you are at fighting, the powers that be in the interior want you near them because you're the best fighter. Because when she says the more distance the powers that be put between you, is that put between you and the powers that be, or put between you and the Titans? I think it's between you and the Titans. Yeah, she's jaded. She is either what you call a realist or a pessimist. She's a pessimist. Okay, it gives Eren a little perspective. He's like, I would assume he's thinking, we need another way. This isn't going to be good enough to fight the Titans. Which I would agree. What's the other way? Is that something to do with that serum that Dr. Yeager had? I think it does. Yeah, you come up with any excuse. Like, no, that's not it. No, it's an honor to work next to the king. No, it's safe. That's what it is. It's safe. That's why you want to be there. Just that one little eye squink. The best of the best go to the interior, not on the front lines, which is what Eren thinks it should be. Which makes sense. You would want the best fighting the Titans. But my guess is that the interior probably doesn't even think anyone's ever going to be able to fight the Titans anyway, so they're like, well, might as well have the best of the best in with us, so that we have the best chance of surviving. Just throw worst people at the Titans, and I don't know, maybe they'll take one or two of them out. The original recruits, 218 graduated, some with honors. Okay, we're learning things. Garrison Regiment. Garrison Regiment's job is to reinforce the walls. Scout Regiment. To ride out into Titan country. Oh, so the Scout Regiment is a subset of the military. Okay, so when they were referring to the Scout Regiment in the first episode, it's talking about the military. It's just specifically the military that scouts what's beyond the wall, if there's something that can help them, I guess. I'm really curious to see what Eren's going to do. I'm assuming he's going to join the Scout Regiment, and I'm curious, what is he going to see out there that's going to help, you know? I don't know, vulnerabilities about the Titans, researching them or something? Yeah, and the military police. Okay, this is interesting. I like the structure of the show, I think, because it it seems like it keeps laying out like just list them. Just here are the characters. Here's at the baseline what we know about them. Here's the society. Here's what the walls are named and how it's laid out. Here's the military. Here are the different regiments and how they work. And then I feel like once you have all the introductory stuff in, then you can let everything unfold from then on out. Okay, so we got, I think that's Sasha. That is Connie. That is Jean. That might be Annie, I'm not sure. Is that Bertold? I don't know how to pronounce it. Bertold? And that's Rainer, Mikasa, Eren. Where's Armin? I wonder which ones of them will take it or not. I wonder if Eren will be able to convince Annie not to take it. Because I bet you Mikasa goes wherever Eren goes, so Mikasa will join the Scout Regiment because that's where Eren wants to go. I think Rainer will join. Berthold will want to stay in the middle, in the interior with Jean. I don't know enough about Sasha or about Connie. I mean, that was... yeah, of course he's going to do that. It's interesting that in his description it says Eren Yeager, he's lackluster in the classroom, marginally better on the field. He's still in the top 10 of the class. Understandable to have that perspective. Preach, Eren. Preach. I don't think you're going to convince that many people, but keep it up. As long as at least one of us can say that, we're not done. You different, Eren. You different. Hotshot, you're the hotshot. Guy in the chair. Dude, maybe because Armin is smart, he'll be the one that figures out something about the Titans, you know? He's the smart one. You're gonna need brains to take these guys out. Brute strength ain't gonna do it. Maybe he'll be able to, like, reverse engineer the serum or something that Dr. Yeager has. Where the heck is Dr. Yeager? We last saw him in 845, right? It's 5 years later. He should still be around somewhere, right? Where'd he go? Can't find his son? I wonder if Mikasa is all about duty. This is my job, is to protect you. I'm gonna do it. Like she has honor, maybe. Canon upgrades in the last 5 years? Okay, so no incidents since 845. Before that, 100 years. I'm gonna say I doubt that these cannons are really that much more powerful. Mr. Haynes! So I guess Mr. Haynes would have been part of the garrison regiment, right? I think that's what he had said, is that they were all about maintaining the wall. Probably means a lot to Mr. Haynes to basically get, like, the forgiveness of Eren. You know, you could see that Mr. Haynes took that badly, that he was a coward and wouldn't go up against the Titan. Especially when Eren was yelling at him at the time, being like, you know, no, 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 we could have saved her, don't take me away, what are you doing? Right, probably still haunts him. Connie? Connie changed his mind? Okay, let's go Connie. Are they all gonna join the scouts? I love Sasha. He loves food. I just help myself to the officer's pantry. Holy sh! Do you see? He's like gyrating with anticipation. Ready to take on the world? What? Get him! Okay, you got him. Oh my god, did he just stab him? Just stabbed him through the calf! God fucking damn it. He just appears. Colossal Titan, he just appears. Hey, it's over, man. Jeez. Oh, it came out of nowhere. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Processing. I don't know how to feel. That shit just came out of nowhere. Well, I'm gonna guess you're gonna have to fight, yeah? This Colossal Titan just shows up right outside the wall and then just, like, kicks a hole. like in the bottom of the wall. My heart's kind of pounding a little bit. Okay. Let's think about this. Okay, things I really liked about this episode were introductions, right? I loved the whole, like, synopses on a lot of those characters. You know, I feel like most of the times you get what a character's about as kind of a story unfolds, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot more of that. But I think maybe the writers recognized how many characters they were throwing at you all at once, that they, like, did you a solid of, like, kind of introducing them all. And it fit the story because a lot of time had passed, and then the commander was kind of addressing what he had learned about each of the members of the Corps. So that worked very nicely. I wonder what happened with Annie, because obviously she just accepted that this is the way of things. We're not going to change it. Or it could have been that she was used as a narrative device to tell the viewer about how the whole cadet training flows and who then qualifies for the MP regiment. But she was in the final 10, which would have qualified her for the MP regiment. It's just like since then, we didn't really see what she per se or particularly picked. I'm guessing all the people, or most of the people that were in the top 10, probably are going to be somewhat recurring, unless some of them die off in this next episode with this Colossal Titan showing up. Also, speaking of that Colossal Titan, it didn't look like there were any other smaller Titans chilling, because you could see outside of the wall. It's like that Colossal Titan just appeared, so maybe they'll be coming. You know, maybe they have a little bit of time. I mean, I don't know how long that Colossal Titan's going to stick around for, because he beams down like nothing. I don't know if he'll beam right back up. Again, I don't know where Dr. Yeager is, or when's the next time we're going to see him. Looks like Jean is going to just go ahead and join the MP police, which seemed expected. I wonder if we're going to see from him more. Again, this is all assuming what the heck's going to happen next with the Titan attacking. I mean, like, all of this could go out the window, right? Because society as a whole could fundamentally change if you breach Wall Rose and then they're down to Wall Cena inside that very, very interior. I mean, at some point, society could eventually devolve all the way down into not even a governing body. It could just be like tribes of people, and it's kind of becomes every man for himself type of thing, you know? Also, I think it was a pretty good job by the writers to have the Colossal Titan return right as you're having this nice heartfelt moment amongst friends who are starting to unite. So it's like they're having some light fun to all of a sudden, boom! The Colossal Titan appears, and we already know, as the viewer, how big of a deal that is, because we already saw the absolute destruction of Sheik and Sheena, the breach of Wall Maria, the death of Eren's mother. We already know the absolute destructive power of them, and now knowing that it's happening again, like, I feel like there's like real fear behind their power. And now that Eren and friends are older and they have some training under their belt, I think that makes it a little bit more interesting of a like battle or like what's going to happen. But I gotta tell you, man, these Titans, they're real powerful. I find it, especially at this point, hard-pressed to see what damage they could really do to these things, which I'm sure we'll see next episode. Things I'm worried about is I think this show, like, I don't know, I feel like it won't like shy away from things. So I think that any of these characters that we've met, you know, we seem to have liked them, but we haven't become super attached to them. So I feel like it is not unrealistic for one of them to die at some point during this battle. And again, what the heck is with the Colossal Titan coming down from lightning? You know, like, if it can get struck down from lightning, couldn't it just strike down from lightning inside the wall? Unless its point is to breach the most outer wall so that the smaller Titans can go through them. But also, how sentient are these Titans, you know? Like, do they think? Is there anything to them other than, I'm hungry and we like people and Is there, like, tacticalness? Why did the Colossal Titan choose now to appear? Why did it choose 5 years ago to appear? I don't know if we'll necessarily get a reason for that or not, but interesting to think about. Especially this early into the show, I can't imagine that these characters and stuff are going to have some wild success. You know, I don't know if maybe they'll be able to keep them off and patch up the wall. I just don't see that happening at this point. I can't wait to see next episode, because I'm guessing there's going to be a lot to it. action-packed, I would guess, high stakes, something like that. So if you want to join me, make sure you're here for next episode, because it seems like it's going to be crazy, and I can't wait till we watch, man. So leave a comment below. Tell me how much you love this show. I'm really digging it up to this point. I don't know why I never watched anime yet. I just never did. So like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, I'm ExactlyOneSasquatch. Have a great day.